So, the double slit experiment, which I'll show you a diagram of here, essentially proves that things are particles and waves at the same time. And this gives rise to the probability that we actually only exist in particle format at the present moment of time, because the rest of the time all our components are waveforms. Now, the mechanisms by which this happens, and yes, the Higgs boson is involved somewhere along the way. Everything that you've just seen on this video that I'm making in real time here in front of you is a waveform. By the time you watch this, of course, the waveform is way back in time. It's disappeared off into the distance for as far as my reality is concerned. My reality is involved in making this video at this moment in time. And as soon as I've said that sentence, that part of me is now a waveform ad infinitum, and so it goes on. We've collapsed the wave packet into a particle. We are in the present moment, and in the present moment of time, everything around us is also in a particle format. In our world, the probability that an object like this, for instance, is going to retain its atomic structure and be this object when I next take it out of the drawer is extremely high in my reality. Now, in 3D, that makes everything very simple. We can go along just assuming that everything around us is solid and permanent, and we are solid and permanent, and so on. But in fact, we're not. Our memories retain information about previous particle existences. We remember them as real existences with us as in particle bodies, because that's all our brains have to work with. But our brains, of course, are also made of particles, so they're these lumps of matter inside our skulls are subscribing to the same laws as everything else in three-dimensional reality. Our senses, let's face it, get buffeted left, right and centre by all sorts of things over which we have no control. Understanding, therefore, that everything is a waveform until such time as it collapses into a particle is really quite useful, because we can let go of the past and let go of the future without there being any penalty in doing so. Go on there again. Go on in. So our brains work much, much faster than our comprehension, our understanding of things can catch up with it, because the neurons are firing and transmitting information at the speed of light. So the wave packet has collapsed into a particle. Now we are particle reality. As soon as we become that particle reality, all the components of our bodies and all the atomic components of everything around us go through a process known as decay, when they turn into other versions of particles, or oscillation, when they turn into other versions of the same particle. Quarks and neutrinos oscillate. They change from one flavour of themselves into another. Electrons and photons are connecting with each other all the time, and there's a whole soup of stuff going on. So this then gives us really a myriad of opportunities, because every new wave that is potentially open to us, the choices that we make with what we do, we can call opportunities, and that they are pretty much limitless. And I know it doesn't seem that way sometimes.
Sometimes it seems as if we have no choice at all in certain things, and when we're feeling low, it's awful, because those choices are just completely invisible to us.
But the reality is that we have the opportunity to move our future waveform and our past waveforms with perspective. We've only got to change the way we see something, and we can shift our compass to a different trajectory. It's all very malleable, and it's all yours, and it's all down to a lot of presence. So I'll see you soon. Love you lots. Take care. Bye.